Hey guys, today I'm diving into a story that's a little dark, a bit twisted, and all too real. It's a tale that might make you question reality and the lengths one might go to for love. So grab your popcorn and get comfy because this is the tale of how I used black magic to get my boyfriend back. Yes, you heard that right. Black magic. It all started when this girl, let's call her Jenna, swooped in and stole my boyfriend Mark. We had been together for 2 years and everything seemed perfect until she came along. One minute we were happy, the next he was off with her, posting lovey-dovey pics all over social media. I was shattered, devastated. It felt like my world had crumbled, but then a thought crossed my mind, a thought that was as desperate as it was daring. If she can take him away from me, why can't I take him back? I was determined to find a way, no matter how unconventional it might be. Now I know what you're thinking. Black magic, really? It sounds absurd, but sometimes when you're desperate, you turn to the unimaginable. But sometimes when you're desperate, you turn to the unimaginable. I was in a dark place and I needed something, anything, to bring him back. I did some research, found a creepy old bookshop, and got my hands on a spellbook that promised results. The book was ancient, filled with spells and rituals that seemed straight out of a horror movie. I set up my room like it was straight out of a horror movie. Candles everywhere, a circle of salt, and a photo of Mark. It was eerie, but I was committed. Candles everywhere, a circle of salt, and a photo of Mark. I followed the instructions to the letter, hoping that this bizarre ritual would work. I started chanting the spell, feeling ridiculous, but also kinda powerful. The words were foreign, ancient, and as they left my lips, I felt a strange energy fill the room. Days went by and nothing happened. I was starting to think it was all a waste of time. I was about to give up when I noticed Jenna's Instagram posts. They weren't as frequent, and she looked tired, drained. It was subtle but noticeable. They weren't as frequent, and she looked tired, drained. It was as if the life had been sucked out of her. I didn't want to get my hopes up, but maybe the spell was working. I didn't want to get my hopes up, but maybe the spell was working. Could it be that my desperate attempt was actually yielding results? A week later, Mark texted me. He said he missed me, that things weren't working out with Jenna, and he wanted to talk. My heart was pounding. Could this really be happening? He said he missed me, that things weren't working out with Jenna, and he wanted to talk. My heart was pounding. I was nervous, excited, and a little scared. I agreed to meet him, trying to play it cool, but inside I was screaming. I had to know if this was real or just a cruel joke. We met at our favorite cafe, and he looked different, like a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. He seemed genuinely happy to see me, like a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. He apologized, said he made a mistake and wanted to try again. It was surreal. He apologized, said he made a mistake and wanted to try again. He seemed sincere and I could see the regret in his eyes. I couldn't believe it. Was this the magic? Or did he genuinely realize what he lost? It was hard to tell, but I was willing to give it another shot. Or did he genuinely realize what he lost? The lines between reality and magic were blurred, and I didn't know what to believe. Jenna never contacted us again. It was like she vanished from our lives completely. No messages, no social media posts, nothing. It was like she vanished from our lives completely. It was eerie, but also a relief. We could finally move on without any interference. Mark and I worked things out, and here we are, stronger than ever. Our relationship has never been better, and we've learned to appreciate each other more. Looking back, do I regret using black magic? Maybe a little. It's not something I'd recommend or ever do again. The consequences could have been far worse. It's not something I'd recommend or ever do again. The risks are too high, and the moral implications are troubling. But hey, desperate times call for desperate measures, right? So that's my story. A tale of love, loss, and the lengths we go to for the ones we care about. Remember, folks, always be careful what you wish for, magic or not. The consequences can be unpredictable. Thanks for listening, and if you liked this story, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more crazy tales. Your support means the world to me. See you in the next one. Stay safe and think twice before dabbling in the dark arts.